Thank you. You know, one of the financial burdens, actually not just on small businesses, but on everybody, particularly on this island, is the very high rates for electricity. In fact, customers on this island pay the highest rates for electricity in the state and pretty close to highest in the nation. And we want lower utility bills. So starting with you, Senator Ige, what practically can be done to lower our utility rates? 90 seconds.
You know, I do believe we need to encourage the PUC to get aggressive with the utilities in deployment of alternative and renewable energy. We do know that the renewable energy systems can significantly reduce costs, and many times it's the lowest cost energy that we can provide. So it is working with the Public Utilities Commission, driving the utilities to modernize their network, go to grid modernization, put in those systems that will allow increased use of alternative energy systems on the grid to reduce energy cost. I know that they have dockets open dealing with geothermal energy, and that's another low-cost energy source. And I do know that wind is also talked about in this community, and we need to look and encourage alternative sources because that's the best opportunity to reduce the energy costs.
Thank you, Senator Ige. Governor Abercrombie, how do we lower our electricity bills?
Well, again, we're just dealing with glittering generalities here. We're going to convene task forces. We're going to take a look. Let's see what we're actually doing here today. The Public Utilities Commission has ordered the utility on this island and all the other islands to produce an integrated resource plan, a power supply improvement plan, a distributed generation interconnection plan. That is underway right now under this administration. I've already been up at Parker Ranch and talking with the board up there to see to it that we achieve a Waimea Kohala microgrid up here. We're not waiting on the utility to do this. We're saying if you're not going to respond in a timely way, then this big island is going to take action itself to create its own energy grid. On geothermal, we've been moving on that, and that has been held up again because of court actions and other individuals and groups who are opposed to it. Now, this is a resource that is used the entire world over, my friends. The entire world over, wherever it's available, we take advantage of it. The Big Island has more energy resources than any other island in the state, including Oahu. So you can count on this administration to back up those that are seeing to it that lowering energy costs is an activity that we're not only for, but we're doing something about.
Thank you, Governor Abercrombie. I'd like to ask you both a one-minute follow-up question, because if I'm correct, no matter how many renewables we use, there is a cost model in place that says that the HELCO companies, all of them, are guaranteed a certain rate of return. They are an electric utility, and that is a standard model used all over the country. So in 1 minute, address what really needs to be done to change no matter how much alternative and renewable energy we use. Isn't that sort of the basic problem? 1 minute, Governor Abercrombie.
The answer to your question is in your question, the way you put it. What we have now is essentially a 19th century model, not even a 20th century model, where the utility sells electricity, and it has to sell electricity in order to make money. It is a regulated utility. It's not a private business per se. It is by definition has to meet the public interest. And so what needs to be done and what is being done as a result of what I just mentioned, the integrated resource plans, the power supply improvement, and the distributed generation interconnection plans is we're going to change the model to a distribution model from a corporate sales model. And that means if the utilities cannot reform themselves and reconfigure themselves, then we will do it for them. The Big Island is showing the way. I cite again the Parker Ranch approach as a case in point.
Senator Ige, 1 minute.
Yes, I think the real key is really changing the pricing model that the utility uses. And it is requiring them to change from the generator and distributor of energy to primarily the distributor of energy, and allow for the sale or resale of energy between parties, between customers, rather than having the utility provide the sole or the majority of energy that they generate and they resell. So it is the focus on the utility become distributor and primary distributor, and being able to recoup their costs in distributing energy rather than generating and distributing.
Thank you very much.